A couple weeks ago, I sold my Crux. Yes, the last one, gone. Now, is that because there's a new one launching? Are the rumors true? Should you sell yours too? Look, I don't have all the answers, but I do know that selling that one was tough. Not like tough because the market's tough, but because I really liked that bike. I mean, it's never just a bike, is it? The Crux started as a solution to a challenge. If I could have just one bike, which would I choose? And as soon as it launched in October of 2021, I knew it was a near perfect fit. Now, if you're doing the math on that, that means that the Crux is now 4 years old, which in bike years is pretty old, but somehow it still remains quite relevant. And for those who are picking them up on the used market now, I think you're still getting an exceptional bike at secondhand prices, which is a win-win. Now, I ran a ton of different wheel sets, drivetrains, tires, and saddles on both of the Cruxes that I own. I started with a 1x mullet setup, then 2x, all the way up to a 50-37 chainring, which I would not recommend unless you're riding primarily road. And ultimately, I landed on the new SRAM Red 1x 13-speed Explorer group, which I found to be a fantastic gravel group. It's now on my moots, and it really is the perfect gravel group with the range of that new 1046 Explorer cassette. I think my favorite wheel set on the Crux was the last one, the Cadex AR 35 disc, which despite the brand clashing comments, those wheels are super light, they're bulletproof. I ran them with mountain bike tires, enve hex tires, Pirelli Gravel M's. They handled everything really well and always felt really, really light. And look, they are built to take a beating. Those are awesome wheels. But outside of all the equipment changes, I think what makes the Crux great is just how playful and responsive that frame is. Doesn't hurt that it's ridiculously light, but I think there's something more at play here. It's kind of, I don't know, it kind of has that secret sauce where you scratch your head and go, I don't know how they did it, but they created a really, really special bike. And more importantly, they created a really fun bike. Now, some would argue that it's one of the best bikes that Specialized has created over the last decade. And I think I'd have to agree. I think the COVID era bikes that they created were really, really good. But what does the next generation of Crux look like? It's kind of hard to predict, and I think it's gotten more difficult. See, I thought it would go towards the wider tire clearance to be on trend, with consumers wanting to run 2¼ inch tires or at least 50mm plus tires on a regular basis. But then the new Diverge leaked, and it looks like that might be the wide tire bike. If that's the case, does the new Crux max out at only 50mm tires? And if so, is that a proper leap forward or just an incremental increase? What do you think? Drop me a comment below and let me know what you think the next Crux will be like. What's on your wish list? Based on what I'm seeing with the new Diverge, my prediction is that the new Crux goes more race-oriented. Think like Aspero 5. It'll keep with its cross roots, and of course, we'll have integrated everything, much to some people's chagrin. Now, I think we'll see some bold aero gravel claims about the Crux that might keep it squarely in that do-it-all category for those who love it for that reason. Maybe we'll even see the, what do you call it? The speed sniffer. Surely it'll have a one-piece bar and stem with just the right amount of flair for fast gravel riding, and maybe even drop seat stays to further that aerodynamic fast narrative. And look, I have no insider knowledge here, despite that big S-Works box that used to be in the back of my videos long, long ago. There have been no insights, no sponsored videos, and no insider secret intel given to me. I literally just thought the bike was cool and I thought it was worth talking about on YouTube, much like most of my other videos. And what I found is that I wasn't the only one. There were a lot of other people out there who found the bike quite endearing. And it was really fun to share stories about how people use the bike, how they built it, and how for some, it was the perfect bike for that time in their life. Maybe that was because they became more focused on their health during COVID, or maybe they caught the gravel bug and it was kind of that perfect transition bike from road to gravel. Whatever the case, it captured the attention of a lot of different people. So I guess this is it. I mean, with my last Crux frame being sold, I'm closing the book on this generation of the Crux. And in a nostalgic way, I just wanted to wrap up my thoughts and say thanks to everyone for following along. I've had a ton of great conversations and I've met a lot of people through making videos about this bike. As weird as it might sound, the Crux was the origin of a lot of those conversations. And for that, I'll be forever grateful. Like I said, it's never just a bike, right? Anyways, I'm wrapping up a ton of gear reviews and bike reviews in the coming weeks. I've got the Scott Foil, the Cadex Max 40s, the Giro Aries helmet, which I've been riding for quite a while. Actually crashed in it recently. The new Empire SLX2s, the Gritter shoes, and a whole lot more. Oh, and my friends so kindly signed me up for a 200-mile race in a couple weeks, so I'll chat through that as well. Anyways, Y'all are awesome. Thanks a ton for following along. And I'll be back with more Crux content when the rumors start swirling again, but I've got a lot more on the table. Anyways, until next time.